After suffering defeat at the hands of Cao Cao Guandu, the disillusioned Yuan Shao fall to illness. Now his three sons would have to deal with the threat of Cao Cao. In 204 AD, Cao Cao finally began his campaign to take the Yuan family's home base in the Ji province. Cao Cao's advanced force was led by Cao Pi, his son and heir. Once inside Ji, Cao Pi would have a fateful encounter with Zhen Ji, the wife of Yuan Shao's second son, Yuan Shi. Zhen Ji possessed a beauty that transcended the ages, and for this, she was soon to be engulfed in a whirlwind of fate. But Zhen Ji was not content to be a mere victim of circumstance. She, and she alone, would choose her own destiny. Alright, so here's the next legend scenario, Zhen Ji scenario, encounter Yi province, and special rules, no bodyguards, so let's do it. Alright, so the equipment, the weapon, as you can see, we have the Dark Moon Flute at level 10. The items, it's been a while, but I'll show off what I'm going to be using, so here we go. The bodyguards, I can't use any, so move on. The objectives, we have to defeat Cao Pi, and we can't allow either myself or Yuan Shi to fall, or the time running out. Unit info, for Yuan Shi's forces, you have Yuan Shi, Yuan Tan, Wo Tu, and Shen Ping, Yuan Shang, Shan Pei, and Feng Ji, and Zhen Ji, which is me. For Cao Pi's forces, you have Cao Pi, Yu Jin, and Guo Jia, Li Dian, and Xin Pi, Yu Jin, and Man Chang. Alright, let's do it. So, for this stage, or this legend scenario, it's a bit unique because you can actually complete this stage, finishing it on either side, but I'll talk about that in a second. I mean, you saw it in narration, but I'll go into details about that in a bit.
Such beauty. Maiden, come with me! Cao Pi shall give you the world!
The noble Lord Yuan Shi and the ambitious Lord Cao Pi. Only one can truly possess my heart.
Do not worry, the troops will not harm you. Now come and enter our camp.
Alright, so you have a choice between leaving Yuan Shi and joining Cao Pi, or wind up going after Cao Pi and not and stay by Yuan Shi's side. And that decision is up to you. So if you decide to join up with Cao Pi, the entire map will flip, as you saw there, and your enemies become your allies, and your allies become your enemies. And now we have to go and defeat Yuan Shi, as you can see here in the objectives. Now we have to defeat Yuan Shi, and we can't allow either myself or Cao Pi to fall. So, as I said before, you could actually play it, or do the stage and play on either side. That decision is up to you. I will be showing off both sides, but I will show off this side first for two reasons. One, well, that's how it usually goes. But second, and most importantly, there is a unique item you have to get, well, you can get, and you have to do it under Cao Pi's forces. So, I'll talk about the item first. So, the item you could get in this stage is the Wind Scroll. Yeah, sound familiar? Well, you could actually get this item in this stage. If you couldn't get the item at the Battle of Xuchang, which the objectives for that were you had to foil both of Simi's ploys at the Battle of Xuchang under the Shu forces. Like I said, if that is difficult for you to get, or you don't know how to get it there, or whatever it may be, you could actually get it here. So, first off, you actually have to, what's it called? Yeah, we have to join up with Cao Pi. That's the first thing. And second, we have to get a total of 200 KOs within 5 minutes. Then once we do that, we'll be set. But the harder part is, once we go inside the castle again, after leaving Yuan Shi, we'll be trapped inside. So you have to actually wait for the time, or wait for the troops to actually defeat the guard captain outside the gate. So I would recommend you, I'm not a big fan of the two-player trick, but I would recommend you having a second controller and have your second player, you know, be outside the castle wall, so that way you can easily defeat the guard captain and move on. But there's a lot of shit here. Anyways, so as I said before, once you do all that, the item will automatically appear, and the reason why I'm saying I would recommend second controller is because the item will be outside the castle walls, or the fortress, or whatever you want to call it. So that's why. Anyways, so we're doing good so far. We have a fair amount of KOs. We're almost at 200. Holy shit. So let me explain to you on what you need to do for both sides if you want to wind up joining up with Cao Pi or sticking with Yuan Shi. It's basically self-explanatory. If you want to join up with Cao Pi, all you have to do is leave the fortress, and then the map will flip. However, if you want to stay with Yuan Shi, which in the next part, that's what I'm going to be doing. So this legend scenario will be 2 parts instead of 1. When you start, don't leave the castle, and then Cao Pi will eventually give up, and then they'll start going after you, and then the rest will be pretty much self-explanatory. So, like I said before, I'm going to show off this side first, and then the next part we'll do, and I got a minute to get 31 KOs. Shit. I don't think I'm going to get it.
You shall regret this dearly.
I'm going to try. But if I get wonked up like a hot potato, I'm screwed. How much more I have left? 23 seconds, okay. I think I got it. Got it. Now I have to wait for the guard captain to fall, because I'm trapped in here. Anyways, so yeah, this might take a bit, but I'll chill right here for now. You know, I'm gonna secure that gate just in case if troops come out of there. But yeah. So as I said before, this part I'm gonna show off Cao Pi's side, and the next part right after this, I'll show off Yuan Shi's side, and I'm pretty sure I said it, but I'll say it again. If you want to stay under Yuan Shi's forces, all you have to do is not leave the what's it called? You don't have to leave the fortress. Wow, I just lost my train of thought there. Anyways, yeah. So the best way you want to do it to have the gate open, if you're only playing with one person or one controller, wait right by the gate. It'll be the fastest way. So now that we've done that, I'm going to grab the dim sum, the Musa wine, and the item. Then we'll go and defeat Yuan Shi and end the stage. Like I said, this stage could be very quick if you do it right. Actually, you know what? I don't think I ever said that. But it can be very quick. When I do this under Yuan Shi's forces, it's going to be really quick. Because, first off, number one, I don't have to worry about getting trapped inside the fortress. And second, most importantly, everything that I need to get will be in hindsight view. I don't have to worry about getting trapped, like I said before. Because the dim sum was right there. In order for me to get that, I could have gone back and grabbed it and went back into the fortress and get myself trapped in there. But my goal was to get that 200 KO count before the 5 minutes were up. So that's important. And then the Musu wine is over here, and there's no way for you to leave in that area there. So anyways, alright, there's the Musu wine. Yeah. Anyways, Now we'll go and defeat Yuan Shi and end the stage. Alright, so far so good. And he's down.
They're defeated.
This can't be happening. Henceforth, you shall never leave my side again.
And that's a win. Alright, so it's one down, one more to go for this legend scenario. And as I said before, the unique item in this stage is the wind scroll. If you haven't gotten it yet, or if you felt like that the conditions on the original disc was a bit harder, or if you don't have the Dynasty Warriors 4 original disc, you could actually get this item in Extreme Legends alone. For the original copy, or for the original disc, in order to get the wind scroll, you have to play the battle with Shu Chong under the Shu forces and make sure you foil both of Simi's ploys. Then I believe a supply captain will appear. Then you have to defeat that supply captain. Actually, you know what? It might be a unique item. Damn, it's been a while. But anyways, that's how you get the item there. If you can't do it there, you can get it here. And all you have to do for that is do what I just did here. Join up with Cao Pi to get 200 KOs in under 5 minutes. But then you have to wait for the troops to defeat that guard captain. That way you can actually go and get it. That's the tricky part. But as I said before, if you know about the 2-player trick, then I would recommend you using that. I'm not a big fan of suggesting it because I usually do it with one person or one controller. And I've done pretty much almost nearly everything, actually, in fact, everything. With the exception of showing off how to get the items in Dynasty Warriors 3 without any interim saving. So, I haven't broken that streak yet. I'm going to try not to do that. So, anyways. So, if you are using the 2-player trick, I recommend you having that second player or controller be right outside of the castle. That way, either you could go and get it yourself with that second player, or defeat the guard captain, and then you could be on your way. Either or. But anyways, enough of that. Our KO count is 208. I believe we defeated everybody in the stage. Our clear time is 8 minutes and 1 second. The points, I have no idea. Usually get a lot of points in these Extreme Legend scenarios, well, Extreme Legends legend scenarios, so if that made any fucking sense. Anyways, we will have a total of, wow, that's a lot of points, and I didn't even really do much. 8,876 points. Wow. Anyways, not that that matters because Zhen Ji's rank is at max, so, but that's still a lot of points. Alright, the weapon experience doesn't matter because we have a weapon at level 10, and the only way to get it any higher is special requirements on expert mode, but we'll talk about that later. But anyways, the grade, we got an A. I believe that's a perfect score if you're not playing on expert mode. The highest score you could get, obviously, is an S rank, and that's 90 or more, if I'm not mistaken. So, anyways, so we'll save, and there you have it. You've been watching my gaming adventures featuring Dynasty Warriors 4. In some cases, Extreme Legends, but for me, it's still 4. And I'll see you in the next part. We will come back to the stage again, but this time we will do it under Yuan Shi's forces. So, with that being said, peace out.